Hello everybody, how you doing? Mike here. Welcome to the video. I wanted to drop some knowledge to you guys real quick. I wanted to talk about sourcing your wholesale clothing and thrifted items, or where you can source them from. And I basically sell on a lot of different platforms, or I used to, and it was always a struggle for me to, in the beginning especially, to source wholesale clothing and thrifted items. I didn't really have a consistent place that I went to get these items from. I would find them at garage sales, Craigslist, and all that. I was kind of just like a nomad, going from place to place, trying to sell anything I thought I could flip. Like, I would literally find things in the garbage that I thought I could flip. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. It works. It's made me a ton of money. But there are better ways to do this, and I have found throughout my career as an online entrepreneur and an online reseller, I have found the three main websites that I do source my items from consistently. The first place I wanted to talk to you guys about is called the Goodwill. The Goodwill is awesome. I've been going to these guys for a long time, and I live in New York, so there are a bunch of big Goodwill warehouses over here, and there's a place called the Bins. As far as this is what people on Poshmark refer to. It's called the Bins, and it's pretty much how can I describe it? Just a big warehouse full of bins of clothing. I'm going to pull up a picture here for you guys so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, it kind of looks like this, with a bunch of bins lined up with all sorts of things in them, from clothing to electronics, TVs, bags, shoes, household goods, household items. Anything that you can think of are in these bins. Now, there's a lot more clothing bins than there are, electronic bins and stuff. I think this is the one that's near me. And so pretty much the clothing bins go by the pound. Whatever you fit into a shopping cart that they provide, minus the tear weight, is what you're going to pay. So I think it's like $1.50 a pound for clothes. And you guys can find some pretty good gems in these bins. As you can see, look at all the clothing. And this is definitely... it's crazy, but it does look like this. And your best bet is to get there early. If you can, get there like super extra early before the mobs and the crowds come through. Or if you get there later in the day, like right before they close, that's a good time to go. They're all over the United States, so all you have to do is just go to their website and type in your area code or your city, and you could find the nearest Goodwill nearest you. You can also order from their website. Well, it's goodwill.org. I think you can order stuff online, and it's like an auction website, and you can find a lot of good stuff there, especially online. You go to their website and you just click I think donate and shop at Goodwill. Here you go. Shop Goodwill online. It's called shopgoodwill.com. They have a lot of some of them. The stuff on there is pretty high end. They do have designer brands. You just have to be careful when you do find something. When you get it, make sure you inspect it and make sure that there's no rips, tears, or any other damage to the item. But other than that, they usually do pretty good when they auction their stuff online. So I'll just go to that website real quick. shopgoodwill.com. And it's really cool. They definitely have some good brands on here. Vera Bradley, they have some nice jewelry. These are people from all walks of life that bring their stuff in to be sold. And let's see, search auctions. Let's search for Coach. Like they have Coach bags here for $25, $33, $9, $15, $6. You guys get the point. You can find a lot of stuff on the Goodwill website, but definitely going to them in person is a lot better. You can buy things by the pound. It's like I said, $1.50 a pound. You could come out of there with like a pretty nice size haul, and then split the stuff up into mystery boxes or sell them individually, depending on the brands or the brand name. So that's one place I would definitely check out is Goodwill. The second place I would check out is thredup.com. I used to have an account on here. I don't anymore, but this is another spot where you can find some pretty good prices on things. I typed in Prada before, and a bunch of things popped up here. Let's see. This is just, for an example. You got Prada heels for $150, $98. The resale value on these, depending on the condition, are pretty good. You can mark them up and get a good 50 to 75% profit margin on it, or maybe even more, depending on the item. This is definitely another good source for anything. These are all pre-worn items, obviously, and pre-loved used items. So again, check the item once you get it, and make sure there's no damage. They do have a return policy. You can return the item if they're messed up. So definitely a good website to check out and source your items from. The third website is a website called Wholesale handbags.com. This is like the motherlode of designer wholesale items. So once you get an account on here, I'm going to take you guys inside of this website in just a second here. Like it says, Prada, Fendi, Dior, Gucci, Chanel, Marc Jacobs, they have all that stuff inside this website where you can get them for real cheap for wholesale prices. The front page here, they do try to sell you on it, but it's obviously, honestly, I have an account and it's worth it. It's worth every penny that I paid for it. They have basically all the companies inside of this website carry all this stuff, and it's all well, some of it is new items, and some of them are used and pre-owned items, but they are all pretty cheap and wholesale at the wholesale level. So I'm going to take you guys inside of this website real quick. Let's see. Okay. All right. So we're inside the category here. The first thing you want to do is read all the stuff up here. This stuff tells you basically exactly how to use this website. It gives you the whole rundown of the business, how the industry works, how to work with the suppliers. They give you plenty of tips for the directory, how to negotiate, and some information on drop shipping. They teach you how to sell the stuff on here. They teach you how to pay the suppliers. They answer all of your questions. No stone is left unturned. So I'm just gonna, I'll check out one of these directories real quick just so you guys can see. Let's go to this one. Actually, before we go there, it tells you the supplier name, what type of supplier it is, their address, gives you the website, all the contact information, tells you in a nutshell pretty much what they sell. Here's a whole list of exactly what they sell, so before you go to the website you can make a decision if you want to check it out or not beforehand. Minimum, that tells you their minimums. That's very important. This one varies, but starts around $500 on average. So like that means you need to have a minimum order of $500 in order for them to ship something to you. So I just clicked on it. Just we can check this out. They have a bunch of wholesale stuff on here. They have wholesale TVs. Like right here, they're selling 49 televisions, refurbished smart TVs, 4K UHD LED TVs for $3,100. It says original retail is $42,000. They have Apple iPhone X's, 256 gigs. Let's see, there is 3 units for $2,200. This has 30 iPhone 6s for $1,100. They don't just have electronics here. Obviously, they have sunglasses. 56 sunglasses for $650 from Michael Kors, Swarovski, and more. You could bid on some of these, and you can type in any brand name, I'm sure. Okay, they got some Michael Kors handbags here. They have 9 of these Michael Kors Coach, Tommy Hilfiger, and more. Let's see, 9 bags for $300. It's pretty good. Original retail $2,400. So you spend $300 and you come out with $2,100 worth of retail items. That's pretty good. This website's pretty nice. Like I said, there are a ton of other websites in this directory. This is just the bags section. It just goes on forever. In this directory, they have clothing, shoes, sunglasses, jewelry, watches, perfumes. I've only dealt with the handbags and clothing section, but the rest of this website is pretty amazing. Definitely check it out if you get a chance. I'm going to leave a link to this website in the description below so that you can check it out and on your own time. It's definitely worth it. I think it's only like $37 for the directory to have access to it, and I think it's just a one-time fee, and that's it. But definitely worth it compared to what you're going to make off of the items if you do order any of them. So those are my 3 top websites and wholesale sources. So I hope this can help somebody. And it's very hard to find suppliers and sources in themselves. Like, instead of going on Craigslist and going crazy at garage sales and different thrift stores, just use these 3 sites. It's all you really have to do, and it's going to be pretty much easy for you once you get the hang of it. So if you guys have any more questions, if I can answer anybody's other questions, just send me an email to support@poshmarktools.com, and I will be more than happy to answer any questions or comments that you have. So until next time, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. I'll see you guys around.